the family hill. It's wonderful to have a place to go and to connect with my dad. And when I call upon him, I can feel his presence. It's nice to start the journey here with my dad, searching for his roots on his behalf. He would be so happy to be on this journey with me, and I know he is. I'm coming out here to visit, but this time I'm looking for clues. I'm hoping to find some information on my ancestors' headstones that I might not have noticed before. I know almost nothing about my dad's father's side of the family, the Williams side, but I do know that my dad's mother's name was Iris Carl. Her father was Frank Carl, and his father was my great-great-grandfather, David Carl. But David Carl, it looks like Company 1, 26 US. I would assume this is colored, and that would mean infantry, I think. 1861 to 1865. I guess that would be the Civil War, which would be amazing. So that's a pretty big clue. My question would be, what happened to him? Did he make it, if he was a veteran in the Civil War, did he make it back alive? And what was the catalyst to make him want to serve? Since my family has lived in this area for more than 100 years, I'm going to meet with the town historian here in Oyster Bay to find out if there are any records that address David Carl's enlistment in the Civil War. John, my heart is racing right now.
The record you're most interested in will be this record of soldiers from 1861 to 1865. If we go to page 33,
Page 33.
at the very top, you'll see a name that you're familiar with.
David Carl. Enlisted January 2nd, 1864.
In New York, blacks were first allowed to enlist December 23rd, 1863. Within the first week of their eligibility, he enlisted.
Wow. He was a brave man to sign up, especially in a time where there was a lot of uncertainty.
There was quite a risk. There was quite an opposition and a big question as to would the black soldiers be accepted with the white soldiers?
So, he was married, bounty, $300.
Yes. Early in the war, they paid a bounty of $75 for enlisting.
Really?
By this time, the bounty had risen to $300.
That's a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah, so we have another record. This is a record of the purchase of land by David Carl on January 7th, 1864.
So, 5 days later, after he enlisted, he purchased this land. The bounty was $300, and the land cost $200. Yeah. So he bought it to secure property for his wife and his family.
This is where it all started.
Discharged August 28th, 1865, P.O. address Oyster Bay, Queens County, New York.
So he survived the war.
He survived, yes. The question is, when he did serve, where did it take him? There's no indication of what happened to him or where he went in the war.
For that, you're going to have to go to the National Archives.
National means Washington, D.C.?
Yes, it looks like you're going to Washington.
I'm going to Washington, D.C., okay.